Today's bull session concerns copyright, monetization and licensing in music and film industries. We would broach upon what is meant by copyright assignment and licenses and what is the meaning of buyback agreements in the intellectual property rights and the treatment of third-party agreements in a buyback agreement. Hello friends, this is Sanjay Arora. By profession, I am an advocate. I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel, Legally Determined. Let's get started. What is meant by copyright assignment and licenses? What are the differences between these two words before we understand what is meant by a buyback agreement of the intellectual property rights? Copyright started with the protection of literary works, but over time expanded its scope to various other creative fields such as dramatic, musical, artistic, sound recordings, and cinematographic works, among others, as well as the manner of its commercialization. The objective of copyright is the protection of the creative works and creators' rights integrated with the transmission of knowledge in the society. In Section 14 of the Copyright Act 1957, the creators of the works are awarded economic rights, the commercial exploitation of the intellectual works. The owner cannot only pursue the activities by himself, but he may also authorize others with conditions to do the same. This means that copyright owner may also share creative work wholly or partly with others for mutual purposes and advantages. This can be done by way of assignment of the creative works or through licensing. Section 18 of the Copyright Act 1957 mentions the copyright assignment. The copyright can be assigned for the whole term of copyright protection or a part thereof. Although in the matter of assignment of copyright related to the future works, it may come into effect only when the work acquires a legal status or when it finally comes into existence or is created. Section 18 subsection 3 of the Copyright Act 1957 states that the word assignee deems to include the assignee's representatives in case the assignee dies before the work comes into existence. Section 17 of the Copyright Act 1957 declares the first owners of various copyrightable subject matter. If the works are created by a music composer for a music producer in exchange for fair monetary values, the copyright will be conferred upon the music producer, which is subject to a contract to the contrary if any, as mentioned in Section 17 of the Copyright Act 1957. What is the difference between assignment and license? An assignment is the transfer of rights where the copyright owner assigns the ownership rights to another person of interest. The assignee becomes the new owner of the copyright assigned to him, and the remaining copyrights are vested in the former copyright owner. In the cases where the ownership of the copyright has been transferred, the assignee can take action against infringement. Whereas the license is an authority of an activity which will be an infringement if pursued without the copyright owner's consent. In the matters of licensing, the ownership of the copyrighted works will always remain in the hands of the licensor or owner himself. A licensee can't take an action against potential infringement. However, the licensee can be a party to infringement with the copyright owner. In the matter of Video Master versus Niche Production, the Bombay High Court looked into the issue of whether an assignment of video rights is inclusive of the satellite rights or not. The defendant in the instant case contended that there are various modes of distribution and communication to the public, to the people in general, such as television broadcasting, satellite broadcasting, and video television. The copyright holder holds separate rights in different modes of communication, and he retains the rights to assign them to multiple persons. However, satellite broadcasting is a separate right of the copyright holder, and the copyright in video assigned to the petition will not include any other right. What is the different? Section 19 of the Copyright Act 1957 talks about the different modes of copyright assignments. Section 19 of the Copyright Act 1957 states that the assignment of copyright must be in a written format and duly signed by the copyright holder or a signer or its agent, as held in the case of the Indian Performing Rights Society versus Eastern Indian Motion Pictures Association. Mere receipt of remuneration and oral transfer of copyright does not amount to an assignment of copyright. Oral assignment of copyrights does not have any validity as held in K. Venugopala Shetty versus Dr. Surya Kant U. Kamath. The assignment agreement between the parties shall specify a full description of the copyright works, the types of rights assigned through this agreement, the tenure of the agreement, the territories in which the rights have been allowed, and the assignee as well as the representatives payable to the creator or their legal heirs during the existence of the assignment agreement. If the rights assigned to the person are not exercised by him for more than 12 months from the date of assignment of copyright, then this will lead to the expiration of the rights conferred upon the assignee by the agreement, unless contrary to this is mutually agreed by the parties involved. Rights assigned to a third person are void if the agreement is contrary to the rights assigned to a copyright society where the creator of the work is a member of the same. What does the buying back of assigned intellectual property rights mean? The buyback of assigned intellectual property rights mean an agreement under which party X assigns and sells his intellectual property rights to party Y in exchange of monetary compensation, having a parallel agreement by party Y to give up and sell back the concerned intellectual property right to party X for an agreed price. Such corresponding agreement facilitates party X to buy back the assigned intellectual property rights. Under the buyback, one party trades his intellectual property rights with another party with an unequivocal promise to buy back the rights over a certain period or on the fulfillment of certain conditions. For instance, if a party X, a film producer, has assigned exploitation rights to a party Y with a corresponding agreement that party X can buy back the assigned rights at a specific price or a mutually agreed price if expected communication threshold remains unaddressed. In the absence of a buyback clause in the assignment agreement, the signer of the assignment agreement will have to convince the other party to return the assigned rights, and if the assignee denies for the same request, then the previous assigner will not be able to buy back the intellectual property rights. Therefore, it is advisable to have a buyback clause in an assignment agreement if the assigner intends to buy back his rights at some point in the time. Where do the third party agreements with the original assigner stand? After the assignment of IPR, intellectual property rights, to another party, prior to a buyback agreement, the assignee commercializes the IPR by giving license to third parties. So, what happens to the revenues received from the third parties? The agreement enforced by the original assigner and his licensee will not cease to exist. Although at the time of buyback of rights in the intellectual property rights, the developments made in the commercialization of the intellectual property rights assets will be transferred to the buyer, and he will be the right person who can enjoy the royalties and compensation from the licenses unless anything relating to the treatment of revenue streams from the third party agreements is not expressly mentioned in the buyback agreement. So this is all about copyright assignments and licenses and buyback agreements of the intellectual property rights. You must have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and comment. Please like, comment and subscribe my channel Legally Determined. Many thanks to you. Break a leg. Thanks.